To be great in life requires sacrifice. Do you know the true meaning of sacrifice?
What's up, world? I'm Shay Cole. It's Mackin' at its finest. Where we deliver the Mac to the one to listen. They think it's impossible, so I took the mission. Coming to y'all live in effect. Tonight's topic is gonna be the KKK shows up in Atlanta.
Well, some Northeast Atlanta neighbors are concerned and they say shocked after they found apparent Ku Klux Klan flyers on their doorsteps. Atlanta police has released a statement about it, saying they're working to determine if the person responsible is trying to intimidate the community. John Sherrick spoke to some people who got the message, and they say they want nothing to do with the hate it's trying to spread.
She shows us where she spotted the one that she got in her front yard earlier in the day.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Folded inside a plastic bag, along with a small rock weight, this flyer.
And I was like, oh my goodness, are we serious in 2022?
She asked us not to identify her. She soon found out that many others in her neighborhood found the same flyer in their yards. The flyer claiming to be from the KKK, with its message of hate strewn across the Riverside community of Northwest Atlanta, a community known for its diversity.
It's very diverse. We have all type of nationalities over here, blacks, white, mixed couples, LGBTQ community, and all of them. So, and as you see what the note says.
They don't like that.
The Ku Klux Klan was founded back in 1866 in a South that had been shattered by the Civil War. It began when 6 former Confederate soldiers from the town of Pulaski, Tennessee, got together to form a social club, and they decided to call their new club the Circle.
And one of them suggested, why don't we translate it into Greek? So they translated it into Kuklos. And that sounded pretty good, and so another member said, how about if we say Ku Klux? It sounds better.
But the Klan's benign beginnings quickly turned violent as they attacked and often killed newly emancipated blacks or freedmen in the South. The violence became so widespread that President Ulysses Grant got the Congress to pass the Enforcement Acts of 1870 and 1871, making Klan violence punishable under federal law.
By 1871, the Ku Klux Klan disappeared almost completely. This did not mean that violence against blacks stopped, but the kind of night-riding vigilante action performed by the Klan in its robes in the dead of night was essentially ended.
It wasn't till the movie The Birth of a Nation premiered on February 8, 1915, that the Klan began to revive. Based on the novel The Klansman and directed by D.W. Griffith, it was seen by as many as 25 million people and quickly became America's first blockbuster movie.
It had put a very, very positive face on the Ku Klux Klan. Woodrow Wilson, President of the United States, actually endorsed the movie.
Nathan Bedford Forrest was actually the first ever named Grand Wizard, y'all. And he was actually born July 13th, 1821, and he died October 29, 1977. Nathan Bedford Forrest was a permanent Confederate Army general during the American Civil War and the first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan from 1867 to 1869, people. David Duke, which of whom was also, former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. David Duke was 2016 Republican candidate who sought election to the U.S. Senate from Louisiana. Duke is the founder and former Grand Wizard of the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. He served in the Louisiana House of Representatives from 1989 to 1993. Former KKK leader David Duke says former President Donald Trump and Fox News host Tucker Carlson owe him credit after taking his racist ideas about white replacement to the mainstream.
As the contradictory statements are parsed, Republicans can ill afford the Scalise situation given their lack of recent success in making inroads in the minority community. I've got a lot of questions. And who better to ask about Congressman Scalise's appearance than David Duke himself? So, 2002, did Steve Scalise speak to the group that you founded?
Frankly, I'm not sure. I was in Russia at the time doing research for my doctoral dissertation. I've since got a PhD. And I was in Moscow, in fact, in the National Archives almost every day. I did a telephone hookup. And by the way, we got to make something really clear here. You know, they say former Klan leader or whatever. This was 37 years ago in my life, okay? And
but true. I mean, admittedly over a long time period, but true.
It's also true that Robert Byrd was in the Klan, but a lot of people were friends of Robert Byrd, right, in the Senate, Democrats and Republicans.
Hi, everyone. I'm Vladimir Duterte. Thanks for joining us. Donald Trump is facing new controversy today after he refused to condemn the KKK. Trump was endorsed Friday by KKK leader David Duke, and today on CNN, he was asked to disavow that endorsement.
Will you unequivocally condemn David Duke and say that you don't want his vote or that of other white supremacists in this election?
Well, just so you understand, I don't know anything about David Duke, okay? I don't know anything about what you're even talking about with white supremacy or white supremacists. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know, did he endorse me or what's going on? Because, you know, I know nothing about David Duke. I know nothing about white supremacists. And so you're asking me a question that I'm supposed to be talking about people that I know nothing about.
But I guess the question from the Anti-Defamation League is, even if you don't know about their endorsement, there are these groups and individuals endorsing you. Would you just say unequivocally you condemn them and you don't want their support?
Well, I have to look at the group. I mean, I don't know what group you're talking about. You wouldn't want me to condemn a group that I know nothing about. I'd have to look. If you would send me a list of the groups, I will do research on them, and certainly I would disavow if I thought there was something wrong. But you may have groups in there that are totally fine, and it would be very unfair. So give me a list of the groups, and I'll let you know.
Okay. I mean, I'm just talking about David Duke and the Ku Klux Klan here, but...
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know David Duke. I don't believe I've ever met him. I'm pretty sure I didn't meet him, and I just don't know anything about him.
Says Mr. Trump tried to tell Jake Tapper there he knows nothing about the group, the Ku Klux Klan. Well, later, he put out this tweet saying, as I stated at the press conference on Friday regarding David Duke, I disavow.
Just because it's in Atlanta don't mean that, you know, it's not around us, you know what I'm saying? So it's just to bring awareness, you know. You know, bring awareness, you know, about the KKK and bring awareness about, you know, the black community, you know what I'm saying? And why we should, you know, stop all this murdering each other, killing each other, giving praises to murdering each other and killing each other, you know, because here in a minute, you know, here in a minute, if we keep going the way we're going, you know, in the black communities, you know, we're killing each other, man. It's not gonna be anybody. It's not gonna be none of us left.
Comments relating black-on-black crime to killings by the KKK. Those comments from a Montgomery County judge got reaction from an NAACP leader, but it's not the response that you might expect. News Channel 5's Jason Lamb went to Clarksville to get a copy of the recordings. You're hearing new at 10 tonight.
The judge made the comment about black-on-black crime during a homicide case where people in two cars were driving down the road shooting at each other until one person was shot and killed.
Morning, Your Honor. It started out as just another day on the bench for Montgomery County Judge Wayne Shelton.
State versus Vincent Merriweather.
A preliminary hearing for Merriweather, who police say was part of two groups shooting at each other driving down the road in November. Police say one person was killed, and with a crash, it ended. But for Judge Shelton,
the total disregard of the safety of the public,
things were just getting started.
I'm tired of seeing young black men shooting at each other in this community, in this nation. I don't understand it. I grew up in a time when people wore white robes and they shot at black people. And now we see young black men wearing black hoodies shooting at black men and doing a much more effective job than the Klan ever thought about doing. I'm sick of it.
As you might expect, the head of the Clarksville branch of the NAACP had some words after hearing that from the judge, but they were words.
And he was just trying to make a point
in support of him.
The judge was on point. He was on point when he actually made that analogy.
Like I said, this video is actually to bring awareness. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is going on around us every single day, all day. If you're black and you hate someone else that's black, or you dislike someone else that's black enough to take their life for whatever the reason may be, just always keep in mind that you know, our people fought, you know, years ago, you know what I'm saying, like real life battles with racism and murders, you know what I'm saying, that were never got justice for a lot of murders. And a lot of those murders were done by Klansmen and you know, racist people in general. Now this video is not to promote black hate towards anyone, you know, because not all white folks are racist. There are good white people in this world. Let me be the first to say that. Well, not the first to say it, but one of the people to say it. There are like a lot of good white folks in this world. Let me put my glasses on now. But you know, as far as the KKK goes, though, I've never actually had any personal run-ins with them. No, I haven't. You know, but like I said, I am a firm believer that every human being is, they have the right to their own opinion and their way of thinking. Does that make that way of thinking right? No, it just don't. And as a black man, you know, I must say that I would really like it, you know, if I were black men and or women, you know, would learn to start to see things for what they really are, and know and understand that we're doing more damage to ourselves as a race than any other race can do to us. I believe that, you know what I mean? I feel that, like I said, if we don't stop killing each other, man, what are we gonna do if the Klan really do decide to actually come in here on some takeover type stuff? Like what are we gonna have for our defenses, and you know, to protect ourselves and you know, be ready for some stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because we killing off each other, you know. I know this much. I remember a time where they was always talking about how a young black man was found dead, and it was 9 times out of 10 found dead because, found dead because someone of the opposite race, you know, killed them, you know what I'm saying, on some hate stuff, you know. But when we turn on the news today, you know, our young black men are killing each other. Some of it for the almighty dollar, you know. It's just so many different reasons, you know, but whatever the reason may be, you know, we're losing more and more black men every day behind us killing each other. I really hope someone hears this and understand where I'm coming from, and why is it that we actually need to get it together as a people, y'all. Again, like I say, I love all white folks. I got mixed kids. Shout out to Braden Beasley and Aubrey Cole. I know not all white folks are bad, you know. But just the name KKK has left a bad stain in the black community. And like I say, you know, over for years now, you know, it haven't been the KKK killing black men or women or children. You know, for years now we've been killing ourselves. We've been killing each other. And I think it's about time that it comes to a stop. Someone has to speak on it. Someone has to say something, you know. And I just want to take the time out tonight, you know, to voice my opinion on the situation and spread the news to the people, you know, because to be aware is to be alive. And with that being said, man, again, y'all, I'm Shay Cole. This Mackin at its finest. But we deliver the Mackin to the ones that listen. They think it's impossible, so I took the mission.
To be great in life requires sacrifice. Do you know the true meaning of sacrifice? I bet these haters aren't willing to